What's up, gamers? It's July, and you know what that means. We've got a nice collection of games out for us to play, whether you're a first-person shooter, RPG style person, or love a good horror survival game. We got a game for nearly everybody this month, and I am excited for a lot of these games personally. So let's not waste any more time, and let's look at the new games coming out in July. At number 10, we have My Friendly Neighborhood. In this action horror survival game, an old children's show that hasn't aired in years suddenly starts broadcasting, and you're called in to turn off the signal, but you realize there's more going on than what it seems when the puppets start attacking you. Now you'll have to solve puzzles, fight off hordes of puppets that want to kill you, and find out the truth of what's really going on. Now, I've never really been big into the horror survival games. I'd rather watch other people play them than play them myself, but this one really caught my interest, using puppets as what's trying to kill you in it. So I'm definitely going to pick this up and play this one. I don't know if I have time to review it, but I'm definitely going to pick it up and play. I may even stream this one because it just has my interest of it. I love the concept, love the graphics, and it sold me. So I'm definitely picking this one up. My Friendly Neighborhood is set to release July 18th. At number 9, we have Operation Wolf Returns First Mission VR. A classic shooter from the 80s returns for a new generation to have fun in VR. You'll be able to relive all the missions with improved graphics, survival wave base mode, and the classic and cheesy one-liners of an action style game that grew up in that area. Now, I grew up playing this game. I spent a lot of time playing it, trying to beat it. It was challenging as a kid. So I'm beyond excited to be able to play it again on modern hardware, especially on VR, because I thought if they redid this game, which I never thought they would do, it would be great to play it in VR. Being a rail shooter and everything, I can't wait. This is definitely a game I will be picking up and playing. Operation Wolf Returns is set to release July 13th. At number 8, we have Remnant 2. The sequel to the shooter/melee Dark Souls style game returns with a lot for fans from the first one to enjoy. Now you can either play this solo or with friends as you travel across different types of biomes, fighting new monsters and bosses as you try to save humanity. You'll be able to choose from between different classes, craft, do dungeon type runs, and more, with an updated look in the graphics department. This game looks amazing in my opinion, and I started to get into the first Remnant, so with this coming out, I'm definitely going to pick this one up day one and just play it. I don't know if I'll do a review, I may stream this one, but I will pick this one up just to play, because I got into Remnant towards the back end, and I really started enjoying it. But hopefully the community will take to this one with everything they're giving us to play. Remnant 2 is set to release July 25th. At number 7, we have The Expanse Episode 1. Telltale comes to us with a new story set in space, where every action will have a consequence for you and your crew. You have to deal with a lot of different choices like pirates, mutiny, and more in this multi-episode series. Currently, there are 5 episodes that are supposed to be for this entire game. We'll have to see as it progresses, comes out. And it looks very well graphically. It looks nice, looks very detailed, as well as having the player make some really tough decisions. But that's what Telltale is about, telling great stories and giving you some impossible hard decisions to make. But we'll have to see how it comes out. We'll have to see how fans of this take to it and see if Telltale still got it. The Expanse Episode 1 is set to release July 27th. At number 6, we have Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragon. A classic series returns to us with a new entry and giving us a nice look with new retro style of animation, but still feeling like the nostalgic fighters we grew up playing. In this alternate storyline, nuclear war has left the city of New York devastated and gangs have taken over. You and your brother have decided to fight back and drive the gangs away and bring some peace to the city. Now you'll be able to switch between 2 characters on the fly, each with their own unique abilities, as well as 9 more unlockable characters to play either solo or with a friend. And this game definitely has my attention because I grew up playing the Double Dragon games, and I like the mix of the old school retro style and the new school retro style of the game, it still gives that nostalgic feel, like I said, and I love it. The fact that you can switch between two characters and you got a bunch that you can unlock gives a lot of replay value. Find which ones you like. And then the best part is you can play this co-op locally or play with a friend, which is always a great thing. These are the perfect games to sit down and have fun with friends. Definitely playing with your kids, showing them how old school games play, and maybe starting to love for gaming. But I don't want to talk our heads off too much about this one, but this one is definitely on my eye to pick up. Double Dragon Gaiden is set to release July 27th. At number 5, we have GYLT. In this adventure narrative driven game, you go looking for your cousin that's gone missing when you step into an alternate version of your city where you have to fight your fears in the shape of monsters. Now you can either face your fears head on, use stealth to avoid them, or a mix of both as you progress through the story, and how you interact with your fears plays along with the story. Now, I really like the art style of this game, of how it's definitely looking all dark and didgery and the shell shading of it, and then the fact that stealth is not mandatory. Usually in a lot of games like this, stealth is the main mechanic, but I like that they actually give you the choice of being stealth or fighting it head on, which lets you go to your own playstyle. You find out what your strengths are, and I like that, because sometimes when the games are heavily stealth, not everybody can enjoy it, but that's just me. GYLT is set to release July 6th. At number 4, we have Legends of Heroes Trials into Rivera. This is the latest entry in the Legend of Heroes series that lets you control 3 different characters, allowing you to change between them at your own will as you follow them down their story paths in this RPG style game. Now you'll be able to recruit members for your fights and battles. You'll be able to outfit them with better skills, gears, and abilities, as well as insane and overtop specials to take down your opponents. Now this game looks like an RPG game at heart. Different craft systems, different ways to attack, different ways to create your parties and do combos together. Definitely, if you love RPG games, maybe a game to take a look into. And like I said, this is not the first game in the series, so hey, you may like this one, you may want to check out the other ones in it. Legend of Heroes Trials of Rivera is set to release July 7th. At number 3, we have Cross Tales. In this tactical strategy RPG style game, you play as characters on both sides of 2 countries that have been at war for a very long time. And as you play with both characters going through both of their sides of the war, you start to discover the truth of this long feud and why it's been going on. Now you'll have over 24 classes to choose from as you plan your attacks on a variety of maps that will really make you use your skills, because all these maps are not flat, some are uneven, depending on where you have your troops. Some can attack, some can't, so it really makes you have to think and plan your moves accordingly. So if you like an RPG style game with that level of strategy in it, this may be one you want to keep your eye on. As well as different equipment and skills and skill trees to improve your fighters, it's giving you a lot to do, and I can see a lot of people putting a lot of hours into this game. Cross Tales is set to release July 19th. At number 2, we have Pikmin 4. In the latest installment of the series, you're part of the rescue corps that has crash landed on a planet that you came to rescue stranded explorers from. Now, as always, you will be using Pikmin that you discover to help fight monsters, collect resources to repair your ship, upgrade your Pikmin. You're going to have a new character that's going to help you that you'll be able to upgrade with, as well as solving puzzles, traversing the world. And you're going to have some new Pikmin that's going to come in handy, because you're going to have night missions, which are going to be extremely challenging. You're going to have expedition missions, which are going to be very challenging. You're going to have secret areas that you're going to discover, and it's giving you a lot to do in the Pikmin world. These games have always been big on exploring, coming up with ideas of how to take down your opponents, and just having fun. So I don't think Pikmin 4 is going to disappoint a lot of people, but we'll see how the Nintendo community handles it when they get to it. Pikmin 4 is set to release July 21st. And at number 1, we have Exoprimal. Dinosaurs start appearing all around the world, and it's up to your team and you using exo power suits to fight back the hordes hordes of dinosaurs and discover where they're coming from and why is this happening. Now you'll have 3 different classes of power suits that you can use from, being able to actually change between classes during missions, which I think is a nice touch, because a lot of times you have to, whatever class you choose, you have to use it for that mission until the end. So the fact that you could change it throughout is a nice little touch. And of course, these are mecha style, so you know this has my interest. As well as it looking very nice, looking very polished. Hordes of dinosaurs on the map, which give me that EDF vibe feel, and it has my attention, as you can tell by my sight. Like I said, the animations look good, the craziness, the story doesn't like they take themselves too serious, and I love that. And of course, it's got mecha, which is one thing I love. So I definitely will be playing this game. I don't know if I have time to review. I will definitely probably be streaming this game, but I will be putting some time into this game. Exoprimal is set to release July 13th. And that's just some of the games we got coming out in July. Like I said, we've got a bunch of games coming out, and I always like this because you always got a good variety of games for console, PC, VR, you name it. Always good for everybody, and July is looking great. July is giving us a lot to do, a lot to dive in, a lot to have time for. But that's going to do it for the video. Let me know how you guys feel. Let me know which games caught your eye on here. If there was a game I didn't mention that's coming out in July, let me know in the comments. As always, if you guys like the video, hit that like button. That lets me know you guys enjoy these type of videos. This is a video I do every month, and I enjoy doing it. If you want to catch me streaming, playing some of these games, I'll be on Twitch streaming them. Just having fun with my community over there and just having a great time. But I got some more videos to work on, so I will catch you guys later. Bye.